Hi folks, I'm Steve Judd. I'm a professional astrologer and this is my astrological forecast for the sign of Aries for the whole of 2011. You're in for one hell of a year. It's going to be the year that you're going to remember for the rest of your life. This is the year 2011 where it all begins. Everything so far for many of you has been a practice and a drill for the real thing. Now you're going to get the chance to do it properly. On the one hand, this is going to require a lot of you to suddenly mature, grow up and take responsibility for yourself and your actions. I can feel you trembling from here when I say this. But if you do this, fantastic opportunities, seriously big long-term potentials. Let's get the difficult stuff out of the way first. Pluto's going to be hitting those of you born from about March 24th, 25th through to March 27th, 28th in a way that says, watch your back. There's going to be agendas. There's going to be potentially a little bit of emotional manipulation or backstabbing or something like that. So some of you, particularly those born in March, late March, are going to have to be a bit cautious about new situations and don't do anything to alienate people. Keep it transparent and clean. Neptune's not going to be touching you. Uranus, the planet of change, which has an 84-year orbit, is moving into your sign around March 21st, 22nd, the vernal equinox. And this is going to be the start of something new. It's going to be in your sign 7 years. And initially, in 2011, it's going to affect those of you born from March 21st through to March 25th. I anticipate sudden, unpredictable, probably disruptive changes in circumstances, environments and behaviour patterns in ways that completely throw everything upside down. Now you can view this as chaotic and disruptive and unfortunate if you want. Or you can see it as a chance to begin again, to reinvent yourself, to throw away and to start again in a way that is much more vibrant, alive, stimulating, with words like independence, freedom, liberty and self-determination as the key. Some of you are not going to recognise these words. Saturn is in your opposite sign of Libra and he's directly affecting those of you born from about March the 30th through to April the 7th in the first half of the year in a way that's really restrictive and limiting. But at the same time, it's making you become more selective of the company that you keep, getting your priorities right, only choosing to be with people whom are giving you equal measure and who are not dependent on you. But the biggest news of all is that Jupiter's going to move into Aries in January 2011. And if you're watching this in June, you missed the boat, folks. Jupiter has a 12-year orbit. It normally spends 1 year in each sign, but because of its weird orbit, it's going to spend 4 months in Aries. It moves into Aries around January 22, and it leaves Aries around June 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that. So it's going to spend a total of 18 weeks in Aries, whereas it normally spends an average of 52. Therefore, all of you are going to see the Jupiter effect in a much more concentrated form. The time of February, March, April and May will see a number of large, probably over the top, opportunities coming into your life for growth and expansion. I'm torn. Part of me says, look, Jupiter's made of hot gas, it's hot air. It promises more than it delivers. It's over the top. It's larger than life. So don't take everything that comes your way because you'll bite off more than you can chew. Then the bubbles will burst. There'll be no substance and you'll be left with egg on your face. That's one side of the equation. But the other side of the equation is that Jupiter is also a planet that does bring growth and expansion and optimism and hope and faith and belief and inspiration and above all else, humour. Jupiter equals Jove equals joviality. And Jupiter in Aries should inspire you. All of you, those of you born in March will experience this during February and March. Those of you born in the first 10 days of April will experience this during March and April. And those of you born in the middle 10 days of April will experience this during April, May. But all of you will experience anywhere up to a 2-week period of concentrated opportunity for growth and expansion, where words like self-discipline, responsibility, hard work and authority will go out the window for a couple of weeks. Jupiter conjunct Sun happens once every 12 years for about a week. It is the single best opportunity for being on a beach, getting massage, eating foods that are bad for you, indulging yourself, wallowing and having a party that there's ever been. Jupiter was last in Aries in 1999. So all of you owe it to yourselves to actually wallow and indulge for a week at some stage between February and May. And yeah, why not? What are you going to lose? It's time to treat yourselves. How often do you hear me say this? By the time you're into June, then you're going to get down to the serious work of structured, disciplined, hard work again. And especially those of you born from about the 8th of April onwards will experience the second half of the year as being much more structured, disciplined and hard working. Nevertheless, it's a two-sided year. The first half's really great, fun, pleasure, great time for travel. Second half of the year, much more about disciplined, focused, concentrated hard work. So plan your year. Don't go over the top. Keep your nose to the grindstone. Don't lose the edge, but take a few chances at the same time. You're going to have to be alert this year, Aries. It's one of the best years of your life, but it could all go pear-shaped if you try and shape it or form it. You're going to have to dance. You're going to have to be flexible. You're going to have to be adaptive. Have an interesting year. Have a fun year. See you in some shape or form on the other side. Hi folks, I hope you found that both informative and helpful. I am a professional astrologer. I'm the only astrologer in the UK of a high street office. I subsist entirely on doing readings for members of the public. So if you want your astrology read, if you want your horoscope done, if you want me to look at issues around astrocartography, where you live on the planet, if you want me to match your chart against your partners in terms of synastry and composite, anything you want from an astrological perspective, I'm your man. This is what I do. Have a look at my website on the services page, www.stevejudd.com. You'll find out everything I do. And if you want to take a bit of a chance, you can find me at the Caustic Astrologer. This is my radio show where I'm a little bit less sensitive than I normally am. Let's put it that way. So the Caustic Astrologer, twice a month, glastonburyradio.com. Have a great year, folks. See you on the other side.